1% of the world owns nearly 40% of its wealth. The top 1% holds more than the bottom 90% combined. That is not a statistic about money. It is a statistic about method. Because the 1% do not just earn differently. They manage money according to a completely different set of rules. Rules nobody taught you. Until now. If you have ever felt like you are doing everything right, working hard, saving every month, being responsible, and still feeling like you are running in place financially, you are not alone. You are not imagining it. The game is different from what you were told. The problem is not your discipline. The problem is that you were handed a rulebook written for a different game. Most people are operating from the middle-class rulebook. Save money. Avoid debt. Work hard. Get a raise. Buy a house. Pay off the mortgage. Retire. It sounds responsible. It sounds smart. But the 1% operate from a completely different rulebook. Buy assets. Use debt strategically. Build systems that make money while you sleep. And never pay more tax than the law requires. Today, we are going to open that second rulebook. And by the end of this video, you will understand the 4 money management principles that separate the wealthy from everyone else. Principle 1. Buy assets. Not things. Here is the simplest way to understand this principle. 2 people each have $60,000. Person A buys a luxury car. It is beautiful. It is new. And the moment they drive it off the lot, it loses 10 to 20% of its value. Every year after, it depreciates further. It costs money to insure, money to maintain, money to fuel. Money flows out. Person B buys a reliable used car for $15,000 and invests the remaining $45,000 in a simple index fund. The car still gets them where they need to go. The $45,000, compounding at the historical market average, becomes money that makes more money. After 10 years, Person A has a 10-year-old car worth maybe $15,000. Person B has a 10-year-old car and an investment worth over $100,000. The difference is not income. It is not luck. It is one decision about assets versus things. And the wealthy make that decision correctly, over and over again. The definition is simple, but it is not taught in school. An asset puts money into your pocket. A thing takes money out. A rental property is an asset. A stock that pays dividends is an asset. A business that operates without you is an asset. A car is a thing. A new phone is a thing. Designer clothes are things. The wealthy did not get wealthy by avoiding things entirely. They got wealthy by making assets their first priority. They buy assets first. Then, when the assets produce enough income, they buy things. Most people do the reverse. They buy things first, and whatever is left over, which is usually nothing, goes to assets. This is not a budgeting problem. Money flows toward assets first. Always. Principle 2. Use debt. Do not let debt use you. Most people have been taught that debt is bad. All debt. Avoid it. Pay it off. Fear it. And for bad debt, that advice is absolutely correct. Bad debt is money you borrow to buy things that lose value. Credit card debt at 20% interest funding a vacation or a restaurant meal. A car loan for a vehicle that will be worth less every year. This kind of debt makes other people rich. The banks. The lenders. Not you. But the wealthy understand something most people do not. There is another kind of debt entirely. Good debt. Debt used to acquire assets that produce income or appreciate in value. And the ability to tell the difference between the two is one of the defining skills of the financially successful. Let us make this concrete with numbers. You borrow $10,000 on a credit card at 22% interest to fund a lifestyle, dinners, trips, things. After 1 year, you owe $12,200. And you own nothing that generates a single dollar. Now consider the alternative. You borrow $100,000 at 6% to buy a rental property. The property generates $12,000 a year in rental income. Your mortgage payments are $7,200. You are now earning $4,800 per year in profit, plus any appreciation in the property value. In both cases, you borrowed money. In the first case, the debt owns you. In the second case, you own the debt, and it works for you. This is what the wealthy mean when they say debt is a tool. A hammer can build a house or break a window. The tool is not the problem. How you use it is. Here is something even more counterintuitive. The very wealthy often carry significant debt even when they have plenty of cash. They do this because they can borrow against their existing assets at very low rates, sometimes 3 to 4%, and invest that money into opportunities that return 8, 10, 12% or more. They are earning the spread between the cost of borrowing and the return on investment. This is not gambling. It is arbitrage backed by assets. The rich are not afraid of debt. They are afraid of being uninformed about debt. They respect it. They understand its cost. And they only use it when the numbers clearly work in their favor. Principle 3. Build systems. Not just goals. Most people set financial goals. Save $10,000. Pay off debt. Buy a house. Goals are good. Goals give direction. But here is the problem with goals. Goals have an endpoint. Once you achieve them, you stop. And what got you to the goal was willpower, making the right decision every single day. But willpower is a finite resource. It runs out. You get tired. You get distracted. Life happens. The wealthy do not rely on willpower. They build systems. A system is a set of rules and automations that make the right financial decision happen without you having to decide every time. The decision was made once, in advance, and then it runs forever. Here is what a system looks like. You set up an automatic transfer. 20% of your income moves from your checking account to an investment account the day you get paid. You never see it. You never touch it. It is invested automatically into a diversified portfolio, index funds, exchange-traded funds, whatever matches your strategy. You do this every single month regardless of what the market is doing. Up, down, sideways, the system does not care. The system runs. While you sleep. While you work. While you are on vacation. This is the difference between someone who tries to save and someone who has built a wealth machine. The trier has to make a good decision every month. The system builder made one good decision years ago, and that decision has been working ever since. The wealthy do not have more willpower than you. They just built better systems. Think about your money like water. If you pour water onto the ground, it evaporates. If you channel it into a reservoir, it accumulates. A system is just a channel for your money. Income flows in. A percentage flows automatically to assets. Those assets produce returns. Those returns get reinvested. And over time, the reservoir grows. This is not complicated. It is just intentional. Most people spend first and save whatever is left. The wealthy save first and spend whatever is left. The difference is not income. It is sequence. And sequence is a choice you can make today. Principle 4. Think after tax. Not pre-tax. Here is a mistake that costs ordinary investors hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. They focus on the headline return, the number before taxes. But taxes are not a footnote. They are one of the largest expenses in your financial life. And the wealthy understand that the only return that matters is the one you keep. Consider two investments. One returns 12% annually but is taxed at your full income rate, leaving you with around 7% after tax. Another returns 9% but is structured to be tax efficient, leaving you with 8.5% after tax. The headline number tells you to pick the first one. The tax-aware analysis tells you selling investments that have declined to offset gains elsewhere, legally reducing the tax bill. None of these strategies are secret. None require a team of lawyers. They are simply not taught. The wealthy do not have a secret tax code. They have a different mental model. Most people earn money, pay tax on it, and then try to grow what is left. The wealthy grow money first in tax-advantaged environments, and then manage exactly how and when the tax is paid. One approach treats tax as unavoidable. The other treats tax as manageable through legal strategy. That mindset shift alone is worth tens of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Let us review what we have covered. Principle 1, buy assets, not things. Assets put money in your pocket. Things take money out. Principle 2, use debt strategically. Bad debt funds consumption. Good debt funds assets. Know the difference. Principle 3, build systems, not just goals. Automate your wealth building so it runs without your daily willpower. Principle 4, think after tax, not pre-tax. The return you keep is the only return that matters. The 1% are not smarter than you. They are not working harder than you. They simply operate from a different set of rules, rules that were never handed to the rest of us. But now you have the rulebook. The question is not whether these principles work. The question is whether you will implement them. Start with Principle 1. Look at your spending this month. Ask yourself, is this an asset, or is this a thing? That one question, asked consistently, will change your financial trajectory. This is the Wealth Site. If this video gave you a new way to see your money, subscribe and turn on notifications. We release insights regularly. Thank you for watching.